This parking is too small for your aircraft.
I don't think it is.
This parking is too small for your aircraft. This parking is too small for your aircraft. Boarding requested.
Do you want to board crew?
Crew bus is coming.
So we're going to VABB to VOMM. Flight number is 0879. Cost index is 10. And our cruise altitude should be...
Pilot's boarding starting.
Flight level 390. Flaps 1. Fuel. Confirm. Flypan. So VABB departure. We're departing from 27.
Crew boarding starting.
With a NOLA 1. Which we don't have, so we'll have to go with that one. No transitions. Insert. Right. So I kind of think I've already knocked this up. So we need V, AV, A2A.
Your crew has
Passengers
boarded.
bus is coming.
That's 1, 2, 3, Return
Passengers boarding starting.
that. I'll clear all that. EPKOS. EPCOS. And then you have an airways of Q9. That's going to OPAMO. OPAMO. Insert that. And then on arrival on 25.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you? I'm doing good.
I don't think we're going to go on a Palmo. Go on a I think that is it. Quickly get the lights presetted. There we go. Just make sure this is right.
Passengers bus is coming. So we need that to connect. MM. There we go. Oh, that was fucking straightforward. That was a bit easy. Right, fly now. Right, let's go back onto there. Passengers boarding starting.
Constraints. I'm coming out at what altitude? 4,000, is that right? $2,600.
Hello. Thank you. Hi. Thank you.
2,600. horrible day. Horrific. This could be a scary takeoff. You're all set. All set.
This parking is too small for your aircraft. Refueling truck is on its way.
We've got some
Please
fuel
don't
in these
load
engines.
aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Should have done that before.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Right.
Fuel truck is in position.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Flight attendants, arm doors, and cross-check.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
Alright, go to the iPad. Fuel done.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. This parking is too small for your aircraft. This parking is too small for your aircraft. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
There's something wrong here.
This parking is too small for your aircraft. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
I don't need to because
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Mumbai ground, Mac 2617 with Charlie
Please use your
request taxi
airplane
for
fuel
takeoff
system to
departing
set the
straight out.
desired fuel quantity.
Mac 2617, Mumbai Ground Airport is currently IFR. Request denied.
oh,
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
Mumbai ground, Mac 2617 request taxi for departing straight out with Charlie.
Mac 2617 taxi to and hold short of runway 27 using taxiway Bravo, cross runway 14 Bravo. Contact tower on 125.35 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 27 via taxiway Bravo cross runway 14 Bravo Mac 2617.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
I have done, my love.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
So I'm gonna go to 25, is it? Follow that all the way down. To be honest.
Locking gear.
Engine 2. Engine 1 on.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Turn the APU off now. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. Oh, God. Visibility is so bad.
Mumbai Tower Mach 2617 ready for departing straight out at runway 27.
Mach 2617, altimeter 29er, decimal 59er, wind 250 at 14. Straight out departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Cleared for takeoff runway 27 Mach 2617.
Let's go, get lined up, do all quick checks. Hold here a second. So auto brakes on, max, seatbelt signs are on, cabin check, spoilers, armed flaps to flaps 1, config test, cabin check, we're good to go. Right, let the engines build up. .140, get a little bit extra just with the weather conditions. Rotate, positive rate, gear up,
leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
200 feet, flaps up,
Mumbai Tower Mach 2617 frequency change.
climb,
Mumbai approach Mach 2617 is type Airbus A20N 1 mile south of Juhu 900 feet. Request flight following.
Mach 2617, Mumbai approach. Squawk tree 677.
Squawk Tree 677 Mach 2617.
Mach 2617 radar contact 2 miles west of Juhu 1,400 feet. Altimeter 29er, decimal 56.
Roger Mach 2617.
torrential
approach
rain.
Mac 2617. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Mac 2617, Mumbai approach. Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
Cleared through Charlie airspace Mac 2617.
Get this cranked up. Let's get out of this rain.
Mac 2617, contact Mumbai Center on 132.7. Good day.
Going to 132.7 Mac 2617. Mumbai Center Mac 2617, 7,500 feet.
Mac 2617, Mumbai Center altimeter 29.58. Continue as planned.
Eventful takeoff. First time I've taken off in heavy rain. Our estimated time of arrival is 1 hour 26. Just climbing through 15,000 feet. Short of about 290 knots.
Not above 230 knots, Air India 1680.
wonder what the weather is like on our arrival. What we got? 10 knots wind, 24 degrees. Nice. Barometer check 2992. Cruising. Let's get the seatbelt signs off. Track the London lights. Good morning, Felix. How are you? I don't know if you caught it, but we missed a really rough takeoff. Torrential monsoon weather from Mumbai. I'm alright, nothing going on at the minute. Nice. That sounds like a great start of the morning. I'll rewatch takeoff later, yeah. At first, when I went to take off, I was denied takeoff because of the weather. So I had to like bypass that. So everything must be grounded in Mumbai at the minute. Just due to the weather. But it's the first time I've had to use my wipers.
Air India 1680, you are 300 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 13,000 feet altimeter 29.61.
How about you? Yeah, I finished work 10 o'clock this morning. So quickly drove home, off the rest of today, and jumped straight in. Straight on, just for your viewing pleasure. I've never done a flight in around India and Asia way, so I thought, why not do that today?
Italy Flight 337 descent and maintain flight level 350. Air India 1680.
Sorry, right, we don't actually wipe the detail. Would be, yeah, I know, I noticed that. It gives you a little bit more view because the rain was so bad, and putting it on did clear it slightly, but yeah, like you say, it's the detail will be so much better if it actually worked correctly. But I can live with it. Oh, why do you do night shift. So I work with young people in a home. So I stay overnight. I was at work all day yesterday. I stayed overnight, and then up this morning, and then the new shift comes in for like 9:30. So I do a quick handover with them, tell them how the day's been, and then away home. The FedEx A3220 has it, but maybe they'll add it, maybe, hope to. Hopefully they'll add all planes, yeah. To be fair, I don't use it that much, to be honest. That's the first time I've ever had to use it. I did just put the pilot side wiper on, I didn't put the co-pilots on. Yeah, it's my little boy's last day at school today, and then he's off for 6 weeks. So I'll go pick him up at about 3:30 this afternoon. So I thought, get this quick flight in. It's only an hour, 10 minutes or so. I use the wipers frequently. We've just got some rainy airports. The weather's been torrential over the last 2 weeks. Especially here in the UK, we've had a lot of storms. A lot of thunderstorms. I don't know if you've been picking up the thunderstorms. I know they've been heading east. So, like where I am in the UK, I'm like the northeast of England. So, I've been, obviously, because I'm really, really sad, and I've been keeping an eye on the weather. I noticed that they've been blowing east, so I don't know if they hit like mainland Europe. Yeah, it's storming a lot here lately, yeah. It looks like we've been getting all the storms, and they've been blown over towards you lot. It's a shame I haven't been able to pick up some of the thunderstorms in the flights. Because there's been some pretty good thunderstorms lately. I think most of the storms you guys have there, or the other way around, yeah. Crazy weather at the minute. Let's just have a look at here. Turn the brightness up on that. Right, so we are Pamo. So I'm not now descend down to 10,000 feet. Are you flying today, Felix, or are you just having a chill day? Probably saw another 1-2 flights in. Probably Bergen again. Maybe go to the gym if my clothes get dry in time. Oh, brilliant. I always like the idea of the gym, but never go. It's all about plan for the idea. Sounds like a really chilled, nice calm day for you. Shame about the weather and the clouds here over India. It's been quite nice to see the scenery. Seems to be a storm out to our right hand side. He's bypassing the edge of it. We're still climbing. What we're at. So we're at about 39, so we should be levelling off. 37 it says on. So that's not quite accurate what's on the display. I mean, yeah, all my days are calm at the minute. Got holidays, I went to work, but the guy told me off one day before I was supposed to start, and now everything is taken, and I can't work nowhere. That money would have been really helpful for my motorcycle license, but whatever. Ah, bummer, man. It's a shame. I don't know what it's like in, obviously in Europe, like for motorcycle licenses, but do you have to do like a CBT test? It's called, if you've got a provisional license in the UK, you can ride up to something of up to 125, as long as you do a CBT, but you have to ride with L plates on. Because I've thought about doing that.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, for flight deck, your captain speaking. We've just reached our cruise altitude for the flight. As again, gentlemen, I do want to remind you to please keep your seat elbows clear from the aisle, as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin with galley carts shortly. Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating to the front of the alley where the flight deck door is located. Thank you.
But I've always been into motorbikes, just never. I used to ride motorbikes when I was younger, not legally. We don't have the L plates thing, like at all, but you have to have the 125cc license, which you can do at 16, which is what I want to do. Then the A2, which lets you ride up to, oh right, yeah, like cap at 600, yeah, it's kind of the same. And then the A license is the open one. Yeah, it's kind of the same. Yeah, you can start riding like a 50cc. I could get a 50cc now and ride that on the road with my driver's license, but anything above that you have to have a CBT.
Maintain flight level 270.
Who wants to ride around on a 50cc, yeah? Get nice 125s, like scramblers and dirt bikes, which you can get road legal, but you're only limited at like, what, like 55, 60 miles an hour? If you get, well, if you get a decent one. You can do A1 license at 16, A2 at 18, and then A1 at least 4 years of riding experience. So it depends on if you do the A1 at 16 or just the A2 at 18. You can do either at 22 or 24. That makes more sense, doesn't it? As you get more experience to move up in the class. I think at 18 in the UK you can go for your big license. I don't think you have to have experience of bike riding before that as well. I think you have to have your class 1. Good thing to have though. Definitely. Especially when you're that young and you want to get out and about, and 56 hour thing too. You can do those at 15 and you don't need a license for one. I go to 100, I go 25 kilometers an hour, just like a 20 book paper. Yeah. Yeah, it does make sense to some extent, yeah. I think it depends on your maturity as well. We've got a lot of kids around in the UK at the minute who they just buy scrambler bikes and they just blast around the streets. Around where I live, it's horrendous. Every kid's got a motorbike. Obviously, they're not licensed or anything like that, so the police are often chasing them around and they seize the bikes and scrap them and things like that. But you can pick up a scrambler online, like people sell them all the time. You just pick one up for like 200 quid. Yeah, it's expensive. Fuel's expensive. There's a bit of land there. Oh, look at that, there's India. The license is like 1.5 to 2k. Oh, that's obviously euros. Different thing. You could fly into Paro in town sometimes. That's a difficult approach. Only like 15 pilots are allowed to fly there in the whole world. Poor, I don't think I could cope with that. But you never know. I'm pretty good. 51 minutes. You have to circle in between mountain ranges to descend and follow a river and approach the runway, which on short final has an elevated living area directly in front of it, where you have to turn on the runway. Oh wow. Imagine the pressure. Because you really don't get a chance to muck it up, do you? You have to be a really experienced pilot to fly that in. .55 nautical miles out from Pamo, and then we have to descend to 9,000 feet. Then up to 39 and then 7. That can't be right. Like you see, if there's only a certain amount of pilots that are allowed to fly that route. Pardon me. I think I might run downstairs and make myself a quick cup of coffee while we're cruising. I will be no more than 5 minutes.
Italy 7417, you are 60 miles northeast. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 26 approach via D098Q transition. Clear to D364 climb and maintain.
And I'm back.
972 descend and maintain flight level 350.
Quickest boil of a kettle ever. Now I have to make room on my desk.
364 climb and maintain flight level 350 Aria 972.
We liked. I think we're alright for the time. We'll turn that up a little bit. And we'll see how this flight goes. It seems to be quite an easy, quite simple route when I came to plan it, so I didn't have any issues with the flight plan like I did the other day.
Clear to D098Q. Aria 972 descend and maintain flight level 220. Italy 7417, you are 54 miles northeast.
The stream's running smoothly. It seems to be running alright.
Descend and maintain flight level 220 Aria 972.
Let's have a look on the live. Remember to like and follow up if you're not already.
Italy 7417, you are 52 miles northeast. Descend and maintain 12,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 26 approach via D098Q transition. Clear to D098Q. Italy 7417, you are 50 miles northeast. Descend and maintain 8,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 26 approach via D098Q transition. Clear to D098Q. Italy 7417, descend and maintain 4,500 feet. Descend and maintain 4,500 feet. Expect ILS runway 26 approach via D098Q transition. Clear to D098Q Italy 7417.
If you are new to the channel, please consider liking and subscribing. And we try to do as many lives as we can. Obviously work dependent if I'm at work or not. But currently I have just finished work this morning and I'm off until the 31st. So potentially we could be doing 1 to 2 streams per day. I know, right? It is childcare reasons. So my son finishes school for the 6-week summer holidays, so potentially could get 2 streams in a day. Potentially. More realistically, they're going to be probably his night flights when he's in bed. Understandable. Totally. Kaboo. A PAM almost started to descend to 9,000 feet, it's in. I think I went out to fly today. I was the same, and I just came up with, I haven't flew India. I flew Bergen to Frankfurt like 3 times in the past years, so that's a no. And you did Dublin to Stansted the other night. What about up to Scandinavia? Or down to like Greece or Italy, Sicily,
Mangalore Center, Mac 2617 flight
into
level
Naples.
390.
Naples is a really good approach. And you fly on the bay and then got Mount Vesuvius on your right hand side. You kind of like fly over the brain, come over the city as you come into land. You come in really low and you've got like hills on your side with like houses on and things. I had a really nice approach in the EDDF. ATC kind of ruined the nice approach by bringing me onto final directly, but whatever. I had 30 knock crosswind there. That was the other night, wasn't it? Yeah, the crosswinds were horrendous. They were really bad. I'm just looking out the window. Where I am in the UK. I'm not far from Newcastle Airport. I'm like about 15-20 mile away, and it's calm. There's not a breath of wind. Super nice approaches. That was yesterday. The other night I flew Dublin to Stansted. Yeah, that's when I flew Edinburgh to Frankfurt. That was right after Knot Stream. Yup. I've been debating whether to do like a charity stream and try and do, I wouldn't say a 24-hour continuous flights, but maybe do a big flight. I know this plane can fly New York to Paris. That's a long bit of ocean to fly over. As I found out, you can fly VFR on VOTSIM in a fighter jet as long as you stay below Mach 1, above 10,000 feet, and below 250 knots under 10,000 feet. Really? You cannot fly below Mach in a fighter jet. I don't fly that long in the small body. It's impossible to fly under Mach 1 in a jet. That's what they're built for. You did it yesterday on VOTSIM. How did VOTSIM cope with you in a was it a F-16? Yeah, but I have to behave like a normal VFR pilot plane. So no like cool maneuvers. So you can't request for Tower to do a flyby. You could fly like New York, Sydney in a 747 maybe. I would have to learn the 747. I will probably need a lot of people in chat to help us with the controls. Yeah, in an F-16. Right, what we're coming up here? Pamo. We're coming down at 9,000 feet. That's crazy already. Frankfurt to Tokyo and back in a the fans are 747. Pool. Nice. It's all coming down at 10,000 feet. I know the 747 I could try and walk you through more stuff. Yeah, obviously I've seen knots flights and some of the similarities are quite the same really, aren't they? But I don't think you can do company routes in it, so it's a bit harder. Alright, okay.
From the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until you have
Still got 30 minutes.
Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
FMS is easier on a Boeing, so quick to learn. Alright, is it? It does look it. I've got, because it was my birthday a couple of weeks ago, and everyone at work bought me a flight experience in a sim. So they've got us the A320 experience, so myself and a good friend of mine are going to probably book it in for next week and go and have a go. But they do have a 747 sim there as well, full cockpit. So that's going to be cool. It took me like 3 flights to understand the basics of flight plan on the Boeing. Nice. See what the weather is like coming down here. That's just so cool. I want to do that too, but it's super expensive over here. It's quite pricey over here for like an hour. It's like £70 for the hour. So the voucher I got is only for, I think it's for 40 minutes, which I think it costs them about £50, £50. They have an A320 and a 737 and a 747 sim at a smaller airport in Frankfurt, I think. Yeah, this one's at Newcastle. But they do, a lot of pilots go and use it for training. But you can get, I think for £20 you can have your whole flight recorded. I think so. That would be cool. And I'm going to see if I can take the GoPro with us as well, and maybe have that on. I've still got a way to go, I think, and I don't know why it's telling me to come down this early. Well, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit this at 20. I kind of want to get myself a yoke, but it's so pricey, and my table can't fit anything at the minute since it's too thin and partially broken. Oh no. Knots yoke's lovely. Maybe I'll pick one up on, like, say, Facebook Marketplace and for a little bit cheaper, something second hand in good nick. I can't justify getting one though. I paid quite a bit of money for my Thrustmaster Airbus kit. So I've got the levers, the throttle, the speed brakes and the flaps additions. So that coffee went down far too quick. And we're coming up to our 20,000 feet now. We'll hold on 20,000 for a bit.
Descend and maintain 17,000 feet, Italy 629er.
The ones on site like Marketplace are either nasty almost as much as a new one. Yeah, they hold the price though, don't they? I'm actually getting a full new table here soon, yeah. I had a desk. It was like a gaming desk. I used to play a lot of like survival games and things like that. And I just went to IKEA and I picked up like a big table. I think I paid like £30 for it. And it's absolutely, it's perfect. But again, now it's getting too small because of everything that I've got. So, do I need to get something a bit bigger? I was talking to Not about it not long ago. And I said that you always seem to, when you're simming it, you always seem to be, there's something new that you need and something that you want to upgrade. I think it's still again pretty well. You just need the tabletops. Right, we'll keep an eye on this flight plan. So narrow, we're going to come down to 9,000 feet-ish. So we'll get part way through this waypoint and we'll start descending to 9,000, I think. That's why I get a huge tabletops, yeah. I mean, I think that's going to be the next plan. I've got my PC and everything where, like, in a good space upstairs. But I'm thinking about changing things around a bit so I've got a bit more room. I've got quite a lot of room, to be fair, but if I get myself a bigger desk. But the wood ones from IKEA are expensive, yeah. But I got mine in the sale part in IKEA. So if it's like got a little bit, there's actually no damage on it. I can't see any damage when I got it. And I got it for £30, where I think originally it was like 50, 60 quid.
Map 2617, contact Chennai Center on 118.9er. Good day.
118.9er, Mach 2617. Chennai Center, Mach 2617, flight level 200.
Look for the size that you want.
Map 2617, Chennai Center. Continue as planned.
I didn't know whether to get the holders to go on the side of my desk, like either side of my chair, to like hold the flight stick on and hold the throttle things on, so they were more to my side rather than like in front of us on my desk. I get myself a 220 by 60 and 180 by 60 plate. Alright. Pathogen damage then maybe. Possibly there was damage on the pathogen, so I don't know whether they presume that the desk was damaged. I mean, I took a gamble and it was for £30, you know. It wasn't like, it didn't break the bank. Right, I think we might start our descent to 9,000. We'll go to 10. And then we'll get the lights on. At least it's a bit clearer around here. I mean, you could get a stand for the yokes. Good ones aren't cheap too, and cheap ones wiggle. But they do good. Ah, geez. EC Lands, hi man, how you doing? Welcome. Nice to see you in again. Me and Felix are just having a conversation about desks and stands. Are you going to get the FlyByWire A380 when it comes out? Big question, isn't it? I think everybody's going to be getting it. It'd be nice to have, but to be fair, with us only just really getting onto fly-by-wire with the A320, I'm kind of enjoying this at the moment, but I need to, obviously if I want to develop my stream and get more people to come in, like, the more views and things on the lives, we can, we'll have a look at it. It's a good idea. Or the FlyByWire 380. I can't wait for that one. And for free too. Yeah. I mean, if it's free. I'm all for freebies. Right, let's just have a look at what flight plan in a minute. We're coming in to Rio and then Todd, and then that's our path in. So if we get down to 10,000 feet as we're coming to this waypoint, I'll be happy. And then we can start our approach procedures. It will make for a fire long haul flight stream, but maybe you could do a stream like that at a certain milestone. Well, I'm on 85, so maybe it could be it could be 100 followers, and then we could certainly do that if it's going to be coming out soon. That's a really good idea, to be fair. The PMDG 777 would do really nice. Like, we need wide body airliners other than the 747s. Yeah, big wide body airliners would be cool. Get the big lads out. The 380 would do well for a 24-hour charity stream. It's like through 2 to 3 flights in that, or a longer route with stops. You could do London to Sydney with a stop off at Dubai. I mean, that's a big flight. I've done London. What did I do when I went to Australia? I did London to Singapore, and I had a 3-night stop in Singapore, and then we went from Singapore to Brisbane. The A380 is close. Then they make it seem to think just systems now that they're getting refined. They already had people take a look at it at the FS Expo. Yeah, I saw that. There is a lot of talk about it though, isn't there? You know, are we at 10,000 yet? Coming up at 10,000. Right, let's get our seatbelts on. Lights on. All I'm waiting for right now is for FlyByWire to make an A330. Then my dreams will come true. Yeah, we've all got our little favourites, don't we? Right, so what we're to 9,000, we need to move 7,000 on the next waypoint. I'll tell you what, let's get that prepped and we'll get that down so we're on track. Oh, my chat's going really quick. Calm down, guys. There are people to take a look at it, blah, blah, blah. I am waiting for... Right now, it's like, you got that one. Asobo is making a study level A330, I think. Darn, really? They just made the website for release like 4 days ago. It's not far out. not a Zobo. Airsoft is making it. Oh yes, I found it. The A330-300. Stop it, guys, man. You get us excited. Getting excited, man. Calm it down. I'm getting excited. I'm getting warm. I'm going to have to take my hoodie off now. Craigie. Getting warm in the cockpit. Right. So we're on our approach now. We got ILS yet? Nope. Of course we haven't. Far too far out. How long to land in? We are on... It's saying 25 minutes. So I don't know why it's bringing us down to like... Want us to come down to 7,000 feet already, but... Let's follow the plan. Then the A350. That's freeware. But that will come end of the year. They're going to release some. They're going to release quite a lot towards the end of the year, really, aren't they? The A330 is payware though. Let's just get the 380. Let's just go full hog. All about the freeware. Right, we're coming to 8,000 feet now. Yeah, 24 minutes ETA. Just keep checking my map. Still quite a way out. We're kind of flying route, it looks like. It's always Christmas time, and like November, February, when most releases come out. Yeah, it's because there are no people. We might get little bits of free money up for Christmas and just presents and things. I mean, if you dedicate it to Sims, you know, it's worth it. Alright, I'm going to be right back. Okay, mate, no worries. That's been quite a nice little flight so far. I've said it now. It's probably going to be a horrendous landing. Get that barometer check. We're coming up to 1,000 feet-ish. Maybe like leveling off a little bit. 7 and 4. Don't zoom out too much. What's it asking me to do on here? The seatbelt signs are on. Constraints are on. Leveling off. We're going to level us off at 7,000. You could fly for 24 hours stream. You could fly JFK, KLAX, JFK, KLAX. Is that LA? Yeah. That gives you a 4 puffer for refueling. I've never done a turnaround. I've landed the places and I've thought about doing turnarounds. I'm not going to do a turnaround today because I don't have enough time. I've got some few things to do before I go and pick my son up from school. But I think maybe during the week. I haven't got my son like every single day, so I might plan to try some turnarounds, see if we can, how we can manage those. Should be quite easy. I've got this sim tool app where you can program your flights and it automatically connects to SimBrief, so you can just program them without having to go to SimBrief, which is pretty cool. And you get a full map of your flight as well. Hence that's what I'm using for the map on screen. That's a pretty good kit. Didn't know about things like that, so it's really nice to have those kind of things in. We're not going to have ILS yet, are we? No, of course not. I like the idea of getting on VATSIM and things like that, but like it's really difficult, obviously, to do that when you stream and you're talking to everybody in chat and things like that. I think Not was talking about that the other day, and he's been flying VATSIM offline. But then you've got this new Beyond ATC that's going to be coming out, which looks amazing. It's just going to totally like make it a lot easier when you're flying, like what we do when we're flying online. I haven't flown New York to LA in a good while. I haven't done much flying in the States, to be fair. I wish it was crazy on VATSIM in Boston. I bet it was. Boston's a big airport. $32 out and 32 ins in 10 minutes. Christ. ATC must have been going crackers. They must have really tried that hard. Right, what we got? 4 more. It's not even what's on there. Never mind. We'll let's just continue. Continue what we're doing. Really there. I don't like the ACT in the US. There's a guy, there's a streamer, I can't remember what his name is. I think it begins with a J. And he just does streams when he's on VATSIM. And he takes it so seriously. It's like it's a job. And I think, in God, we all come online, play games to have fun, really. And if you take something that's so serious like that. Of course, I didn't get all the 37 out in that time and 32 ins, but those were the planned times. It always shows the ins and outs on the planned times. I couldn't keep those time constraints. I would find it so difficult. I'd be on a massive panic. What are we doing here?
Ifly 6796 Ifly 668 descend and maintain flight level 230. Keep speed not above 250 knots.
So we've got coming into Guani at 9,000 feet at 250. Okay. Let's just keep this approach. Just keep going.
Ifly 6012 climb and maintain 15,000 feet. Keep speed. Ifly 67906 climb and maintain 14,000 feet.
Oh, you see, you're back. Quite hilly round here, isn't it? It takes their stuff pretty serious most of the time, and that's good, in my opinion, because, well, it's supposed to be as real as it can make it in the sim. That's the whole point of that sim. You're right. You're right. You know, you can't judge on other people if they take things so seriously that treat it like a job, but that's fine. It's a bit of a fun, and some take it too seriously. There is some very good pilots out there though. I bet there's a lot of sim pilots that could actually step into a plane and fly it. Probably better than an actual pilot. I miss the old FSX multiplayer servers. They were so fun. Do you know what it is? I've got FSX still in my Steam library, and I hovered over it the other day and I thought, shall I download it? Oh, I don't think I could. Right, what we're going on here? Still 9,000. Only had one bad ATC experience where some controller was crying about typo in my call sign. If you wanted to be serious, you'd go into that sim. If you wanted to have fun, you just go to a random FX server. I corrected it and he kept crying. Oh god. And I have the pleasure of playing FSX. I don't know if it was a pleasure. It just shows you how far the game's come though from then.
Ifly 668 climb and maintain 16,000 feet. Keep speed not above 250 knots. Climb and maintain 16,000 feet. Keep speed not above 250 knots. Ifly 668.
No ILS yet.
Ifly 562 climb and maintain flight
I
level
did.
420.
The iconic menu music. Yeah, the music. Yesterday one of the Frankfurt controllers talked German to all the English pilots, and they said that they can't understand him, but he kept going. I was going to attempt to speak some German there, but I'm not going to embarrass myself. I don't know what happened since he was approach departure, so he was out of his airspace pretty quick. He must have been having a bad day.
Climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Keep speed, not above 250 knots, IFLY 6012.
Let's get the ILS on now to pick it up.
You are tree 8 miles west.
I mean, go ahead. I don't judge.
Expect ILS runway 25 approach via MMB 16 transition. Cleared to
Looks like we
MMB
could have a rainy landing here. If it was you, I'd just speed away. If the speed limit below 10,000, yeah, instant climb to 39,000 feet from takeoff.
Maintain present, heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway 25
Now, toodaloo,
approach via
guys.
MMB 16 transition. Cleared to MMB 16, IFLY 6012.
Are we going to see some rain? What are we coming down to? 7,000. Oh, it's brightening up a little bit. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Let's get ourselves sorted. I'm hoping for a decent one here. What we're asking for here, what was he calling out? That 1800?
IFLY 6012, you are 300 feet below your assigned altitude.
Can't see
Climb
that.
and maintain 11,000 feet, altimeter
Constraints
29
there.
53.
Let's keep it on that.
IFLY
A little bit clearer when it
665,
comes into view.
maintain 10,000 feet. Keep speed, not above 250 knots. Climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Keep speed, not above 250 knots.
So on 7 minutes to final.
Climb
So
and maintain
it is
11,000
for you.
feet, IFLY 6012.
Chennai Center, Mach 2617. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Mach 2617, Chennai Center. Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
Cleared through Charlie airspace, Mach
12k
2617.
wins. Maybe some little crab action on final. Oh god. Don't pressure me, Felix. You know I'm just a novice. Barometer's changing so much.
IFLY 6012, descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet, IFLY
I mean 12k
6012.
isn't bad. Not too bad. Light winds. There seem to be
6012,
tailwinds.
Chennai, approach on 127.9.
Possible tailwinds when I'm coming in. Maybe a headwind if I'm swinging round. I think I may be going out to swing round to come back on myself. We'll see. Remember my flight plan.
127.9er,
Have a
IFLY
quick check.
6012.
If I see right through visibility into great, yeah. The good visibility isn't great. Oh, we've got ILS. The approach mode on. Constraints.
Mach 2617, contact Chennai approach on 127.9er.
Let me get this down to
Good
5.
Going to 127.9er, Mach 2617. Chennai approach Mach 2617, 7,000 feet.
Mach Max 2617 Chennai approach altimeter 29.53. Continue as planned.
I mean, the max winds for an A3220 are like 48 knot crosswinds. I heard that. I'm not too clued up on things like crosswinds and things. I mean, I've just been concentrating on getting the aircrafts on the ground, to be honest. But we're going to try and do a better landing. My landings are getting much better. So hopefully we don't get any lag on approach.
012 traffic is 9 o'clock full mile at 7,400 feet Airbus A20N.
7,000 still. I'm keeping it at 5. I'm not coming down. I'm not going down to 7.
Traffic is 12 o'clock full mile.
I need to shut my curtains so I'm getting a bit of glare on my screen.
Report them in sight.
Mag 2617 have the Airbus in sight.
Right back. With this curtain shut. Let's get that turned up a little bit. It's a bit dark.
Traffic in sight.
You think that I could go to flaps 1 yet? No. $7,000, $4,000, $1,800. So we'll keep it at 5. So it's come straight ahead on basic, but the gusts are really bad. Got it down alright though. On my last one I did. I managed to get it on the ground at Frankfurt, didn't I? That's for A330. That's a Trent 700. QNH 2951 there we go.
Climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Keep speed not above 250, not Italy 668. Italy 668, you are 17 miles northeast. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 25 approach via D035P transition. Clear to D035P. Italy 668 descend and maintain 2,300 feet.
Going too quick for flaps 1, aren't I? Yeah. They get that speed down.
Descend and maintain 2,300 feet. Expect ILS runway 25 approach via D035P transition. Clear to D035P. Italy 668.
Go on, got in the 240, so we can go flaps 1. Do I need all my speed brakes for landing? Come on, get me down, man. Get that altitude down, I need to be down. We're at 10 nautic mile turn and we've got only 10 nautic miles, like, out this is going to be tight, I think. Because it's still really high. I don't care.
Italy 668 descend and maintain 1,800 feet. Descend and maintain 1,800 feet. Italy 668.
I think it calculates descent way wrong almost all the time. It does. And I'm getting a bit chewed because I'm 6,000 feet now.
Maintain 2,300 feet.
I'm going to kind of get a line up. I'm going to have to descend quite quick here.
012. Ifly 668, you are 11 miles northeast of Chennai.
Right, we are coming down.
Contact Chennai Tower on 118.1 when inbound.
Getting Nash off. I'm going full flap soon. I need to get this bird down. I'm going to swing over the sea here and then we're going to get the gear down.
Tower on 118.1 Ifly 668.
It takes one waypoint most of the time in your transition waypoint onto final. Take its height restrictions but makes it above. So let's say in real life it's 4,000 feet, the sim makes it 4,000 feet here. So you're high well on final. And overshoot the ILS in the end. I'm so trash at landings, I don't care. I don't know why. I'm alright at my landings, I don't find them that hard. I look at the charts all the time and set my height restrictions for that. Alright. Let's go full flaps. That's how I do it all the time. Works while I'm into the trim. So touch down on main gear. I can butter so good, but I can sometimes mess it up too bad. I think that's all part of the sim, isn't it? You kind of like, there's always something you need to be better at. I think that's why we love playing it, to be honest. Go gear.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
Ifly 6012, you are 11 miles northeast of Chennai. Contact Chennai Tower on 118.1 when inbound. Tower on 118.1 Ifly 6012.
See that in Navrak, I had a defeat touchdown. Most of the time I get like 220. This, but sometimes like my Ryanair flight Dublin, Stanton or Mac is hard. It's actually a smooth new. I've never had that I floated and had to drop down at the end. Still, when it was like 355 feet, but you know, that's not smooth. The fog's bad, look at this, man. Right, concentration levels. We're catching the ILS now, we're going to be hopefully coming in alright. Fog central, isn't it? Look. Yeah, visibility is 6 kilometers. Yeah. Oh wait, I don't think I really think it's 6 kilometers. To be fair. We never had that boat. Yikes. I know India is renowned for smog and fog, isn't it? Right, concentration, come on. Let's get this baby down. If I can land this and be alright with it, then we're laughing. I mean, you can just about see the ground. Just about. Flying into the sun as well, so it does make it makes it even a bit harder. I've never been interested in flying it. I don't know why. I kind of want to fly to Mumbai. I mean, going on this, it's a challenge. I cannot see the airfield at all. This might just be an ILS landing here. I have no visual. This might be bringing in itself here. Unless I'm going to get a last minute visual, but I can't see nothing at the minute. Look at that, man. No, nothing. So far, I don't know. I flew there a couple of times anyway. Good weather. Well, I'm not recommending India at the minute. I mean, if you want a challenge, this is a great challenge. I mean, it's good for the stream as well. Oh, full flaps. Doing 120. Slowly coming down. All the times I've flown there, I got legit no visibility. You'd see the runway at 6k. Should do. I mean, I'm coming on an approach now. I mean, I'm getting the lag. This, I'm just getting nothing. No sight at all. I'm like actually leaning in to my monitor to see if I can see anything. Maybe right back. Alright, man. Right, I'm concentration levels. Come on. 600 feet. You're flying in over some skyscrapers as well.
400.
Still no video. There we go. Got eyes.
300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
I mean, not perfect, but I'm down. Not perfect, but down. But we are down. And flaps up. Didn't have to use my spoilers. Some big boys in today. Some fancy where to park. Otherwise, wasn't bad. Yeah, I'll take it. I was a little bit to the right, in all honesty. I think if I had a better visual as I was coming in, it might have helped a lot. But gotta take what you have. Try flaring at 10. The train in real life. So you're flaring at 10, right? Okay.
Chennai approach altimeter 29.50. Continue to MM512 as planned. Ifly 7188, you are
Stinking right in here.
descend and maintain
With all the big boys.
ILS runway 25 approach via Mike Mike Victor transition. Clear to Mike Mike Victor. Ifly 7188 descend and maintain 1,800 feet. Ifly 7188 descend and maintain 1,800 feet. Ifly 7188, you are 4 miles east of Chennai. Contact Chennai Tower on 118.1 when inbound. Tower on 118.1 Ifly 7188.
Let's have a look. I don't know what beer we're on.
The boarding requested.
You're pretty central on that line as well.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Didn't even put my taxi lights on. Noob. Take some screenshots. Those thumbnails. Oh, I missed it. Oh, never. You can get really cool screenshot effects by going to showroom, drone cam, refocus, and then moving back while zooming in. I'll have to give that a whirl.
Do you want to deboard crew?
Why
Crew
not?
deboarding starting.
But I think that is the end of the stream. Thank you very much, Felix, for jumping in start to finish. As always, mate, really appreciate your help and your support. EC Landon, thank you for jumping in. I'm really sorry you missed the landing. I should have done a touch and go just for you, or maybe next time. I'll probably be streaming tonight round about 9 o'clock UK time. So for you guys in Europe, that's probably 10 PM. But yeah, I'll catch it all soon, and
Pilots deboarding starting.
I'll be on. But thank you very much again for your support, as always. It's really appreciated. You weren't that late; you were just late off take. Yeah, thank you again. I do appreciate all your support and help. It's a great journey I'm on, and it's really good to have you guys on board. But take care. Have a good day. Enjoy the gym, Felix, if you get there. EC, if you're up to much today, have a great day, and I'll catch you all. I'll catch you all soon. No problem. Beat you all soon, guys. Bye.